Hey, it's the Bob and Annie Show. I'm Bob.
I'm Annie.
Yes, and we're getting out more, aren't we?
Yeah, this has been a almost normal week for us.
Yeah.
For the first time since March 2020.
We went to a lot of things this past week.
I know, with people. Lots and lots of people. We went to our daughter's very first dance recital at the Performing Arts Center in downtown St. Catharines. And we were in a theater with 800 other parents and family and friends cheering on the dancers. And you and I were probably the only two still wearing masks.
Yeah. And she was really good. I would like to think that I influenced the pop and lock, but that's not even what that is. So I didn't.
Yeah.
But no, I was proud of her. Maybe she's learned that from you. She's obviously learned it from the dance school too.
Yeah, we have to give some credit to our dance teachers.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Jessica.
We didn't homeschool her dance. It's not a thing. So we went to that, and then there was the voting.
Yes, we had a provincial election on Thursday, and I spent a lot of time and a lot of kilometers walking and knocking on doors for our local candidate who won again. So I'm very happy to have participated not only in the democratic process of voting, which I hope all of you voted, and I'm also happy that I got to participate in a campaign. So that was a lot of people as well.
A lot of people. And then we thought, okay, well, baby steps. Well, I think the campaign was probably maybe not as much as the dance, as much people, but that was the in-between. And then we said, let's go to Comic Con, and then we're good.
Yeah, so we went to Comic Con on Friday. You can still catch it if you want to. It's on today until I think they close at 6 today. And the 10th anniversary of the Niagara Falls Comic Con, 2 years late.
Yeah, so it's, if you're keeping track, it would have been the 12th, but the other two never happened. So it's still the 10th.
Still the 10th.
And it's great. I mean, Chris and James do a great job from where it was the first year to where it is now. I covered some of it for your TV. I met Debbie Dunning from Home Improvement. I don't know how much she did after that as far as acting, but she was actually a very good interview. And then Kim Coates from Sons of Anarchy. Really good, high energy guy. And Booger.
Curtis Armstrong from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Booger.
He was good. Apparently he never really wanted to do that movie, but...
And that's the only thing I know him for.
Yeah, I mean, 30 years later, people still see him at the grocery store. Hey, Booger! Oh, boy. But yeah, more power to him.
And I fangirled over Mick Foley, a.k.a. Cactus Jack, a.k.a. Mankind from WWE.
Yeah, and it's great to see the costumes, too. We didn't have costumes. We've done that in the past. But.
Yeah, we have done that in the past, but this year... I guess our costume was we're still dressed as people who believe in a pandemic because we were wearing our masks.
We still had a mask.
Yeah.
So we had some kind of costume. In 2019, that would have been a costume.
It would have been a costume. And I saw a really great, of all the costumes that I saw, the one that I think was the best was with the 501st Legion, for those of you who don't know, meaning Bob.
I don't know.
It's a Star Wars fandom. And they dress up as like the baddies, the stormtroopers, Darth Vader. Okay. And somebody was there as the Mandalorian. And in Star Wars, the Mandalorians are bad guys, quote unquote bad guys. But in the series, The Mandalorian, he is the hero. And this dude had an amazing costume, and I had to get a photo with him because it was spot on. And then there was the Deadpool guy who was... He was following us around because we had our media badges and we were there with your TV Kojiko.
You say you want to be on TV.
It's his dream. It's his dream. So I really...
Oh, he's behind me. No, he was that on him.
Yeah, every time we turned around, there he would be.
But you never know who, with the costume, you could see people that you know, everyday people, and it's one of your friends from the community, and you're like, oh, you're in that outfit? But celebrities... still like to go to Comic-Con. Some of them won't sit at the booth because they're still too famous to do that. But some of them dress up, and sneak in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have a list of people. At one time, Justin Timberlake went dressed as, I believe he was Ernie. Ernie or Bert. He went with Esquire magazine writer Chris Jones, and they both dressed as Ernie and Bert, and nobody knew that was him.
Nobody knew it, eh?
You don't know who's walking by you. Darth Vader could be, I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds.
Could be Ryan Reynolds.
That would be awesome. Apparently,
Comic Con 2011, it was Andrew Garfield.
Who is Spider-Man.
He was Spider-Man, and he showed up as Spider-Man. So no one would ever think that is something. Well, I'm actually Andrew Garfield. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's hiding in plain sight. I love it. Well played, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, and there's been all kinds of people. Jack Black showed up as a stormtrooper, but only with the hat on. And he said somehow
helmet,
everyone the helmet, okay. Somehow people kept coming to him and saying, "But you're Jack Black, right?" "No, I'm not." But the voice is, "Dude, like, come on, man." But keeping with the, I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Star Wars trilogy, yeah. In 2018 at a convention, Mark Hamill showed up in a stormtrooper suit. And apparently he tweeted out what's the joke about you're too short to be a trooper, that Princess Leia used to say. So he tweeted that out. So nobody knew it was him.
Of course
Which is
not.
kind of ironic that he would be in that suit. Nobody's chasing him. See, I know that much.
Yes, you do. My ex-husband was a big Stormtrooper fan.
Yeah.
And he had a whole outfit, which I paid for most of it, FYI. And in 2018, I ended up inadvertently running into him at a Comic-Con in Toronto.
Oh, I thought you meant running over the suit.
Running him over? No. So you never know who's lurking underneath that helmet. So next time you go to Comic-Con, kids, keep an eye out. You never know.
Mark Hamill.
It could be Mark Hamill. It could be Bob Romeo.
Every time I see them, you know what I think of? Just getting a bowling ball. They look like pins to me. Is all they look like to me.
Well, we got to start thinking about a costume for next year.
Yeah, we had the penguin costumes. We could have wore that.
Catherine Jane was an infant when she wore that penguin costume. I know, honey. It's been a decade.
She still likes to be carried. I could try it, but I have my old Gumby costume.
You should wear. Have you ever worn the Gumby costume to a Comic Con?
I haven't.
You have it.
My mom made that years ago.
I think next year is the time for Gumby.
Maybe.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gumby at Comic Con in Niagara Falls.
No, and it's a good costume. I bet you I get a lot of pictures.
I think so.
When I was talking to Debbie Dunning from Home Improvement, it was funny. I finished talking to her and we were still standing there and she said, "Oh, Bob." And then this guy bumps in. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, it was that Al Borland guy, which I don't even know. Richard Karn.
Richard Karn. Yeah.
I was like, okay. And
he said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah,
like you?
Yeah. I was like, okay, is Tim Allen coming next? Who's this? What's going on?
See? You are a celebrity.
Well, I should try. Just put my picture up at an empty
table. And sit at a table.
And just sit there and people come up. Sometimes they don't even know. They just want the autograph.
Yeah.
Maybe I just put free. Oh, you're the best bargain here today. Could work. I don't know. Until next time, before I get my signing table, I'll be Bob.
I'll be Annie.
See ya.
Bye.
Or we get our own table.
We could.
Yeah.
We should have a table for the Bob and Annie show at Comic-Con next year.
And we could tell stories like the time you were a kid and you were afraid of Big Bird.
It's true.